They knew their pings were low, so they put a whole bunch of people on D, and they kept their gens up, which is very smart.
They were running generator defense or repairs a lot during the whole 4 maps.
Yes, just I only noticed it on the two, X-Fire and Kata.
Oh, so not so much on Dry Dock. I'm sorry. We missed arcs, unfortunately, but it just
Yeah,
seemed
and
to me that they were being assistant about it.
I was actually going to ask him a question, because on Dry Docks, like, as soon as we spawned, the guy already grabbed a flag. I was like, what happened there?
I've just now tabbed to TeamSpeak 3, and I'm about to crack up that Bart is named Ho Rose Bort.
Yep.
I see that.
I wasn't sure if there was the IP conflict, because if I logged in as error as Bart, I know that Mumble does that, so I just wanted to avoid any potential errors because I have not official IP.
I'm going to call you Bort from now on.
Bort.
Is that okay?
Or a lot
Mr.
of
Bort.
license plates.
Shaz Bort. Okay, so what was your mindset going into this? I know it's obviously a fun match. It's a show match. It doesn't count for anything. But how did you prepare?
Well, we set our rules. They set their rules. We wanted to try something different, which was no nitrons, just so that, can't pop a flag out of your hands and all that, just to see what it was like. But
do you think that it had synergy with the other rules, or would you prefer just to play a game with the nitrons without other rules?
I think it was different because we all had, the ping was so different. Like, they tore us up on their servers, and obviously you guys saw just now that we were able to hold our own a little bit, especially on standoffs, and that's why they resorted to D and having those turrets up, which was a great idea.
Obviously, as an NA player, I was rooting for you to win both the US East maps, but you ended up losing Crossfire. How did that happen?
They were just really good at grabbing the flag and meeting their guy in the middle, is what I noticed. So they're just leaking their guy up, just slowly escorting the guy until he got home.
They had very good safety grabs, but I was surprised that they lost so many standoffs with those turrets on the base.
Just real quick, guys, we'll have Holmes in here from IDK in probably about 2.5 minutes or so.
That's all right. So, Bart, questions for Demitsu?
Yeah, how long do you guys spend a week practicing flag passing?
How many hours?
Actually,
A night.
none. We never practice it. I guess it's from T-Ren, when we played Tribes Ren, it was like the norm, to pass like that. Like, passing in this game is like kindergarten, it's nothing.
Oh,
I guess quickly, yeah. Oh, hold on. Let's have Demitsu quickly just kind of let the people that are tuning in, let them know like a brief history of kind of Renegades and how it fit in, and when and how it became competitive and where you guys' background is.
Well, I mean, that goes down deep. As soon as Tribes 1 came around, we had our the mod, of course, but it's more of like fast paced because we had those 3 boosts that would just boom, boom, boom. It's one of those where you could grab the flag, you can cowboy cap by yourself, suicide in midair, and res up back at your base, use those boosts, grab the flag back. You can self-pass pretty much without even touching the ground. And that type of passing and that fast pace is what we're used to.
Give us the URL of that Boss flag passing highlights video so we can show the viewers.
Let me see if I can find it.
Someone dumped it in the chat earlier. I'm sure they would be, if they would be so kind to do so again.
Say that one more time.
Someone did link it earlier. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, good on them. Thank you, stream viewers. Thank you very much. I am just getting spammed from all over the place. What is going on here?
It's because you're so handsome.
I thought you were the handsome esportscaster, Bart.
I am. But there's room for more.
Okay, so tonight we're gonna have again a match between ZFZ and Area 51 Gaming, the sponsored team, at 7 o'clock Eastern, as Eastern North America, as Hi-Rez celebrates its release of open beta for Tribes Ascend. Be sure and get your friends to get the game, try it out, get squads going. Go to Beyond Gaming, form a team, start participating in the pickup games that are held like almost every night. And
yeah, they are celebrating it tonight. I heard they were having a party in Atlanta as well.
That's right. Hey, can you move up Holmes, who has joined us here?
oh yes,
we are
we need an
doing
IDK
that
player
tonight.
to make it more even.
So if you are watching and you're in the Atlanta area, or you live down here, or you're here for business or what have you, feel free to come by the party tonight. The invitation is open on Facebook on Tribes Ascend. For those of you that are around, it's going to be at Stats, which is a sports bar in Midtown Atlanta in Georgia. So I encourage you to come by, but I do see we are now joined by Holmes. Dudley, I will let you fill your role as our gregarious host.
Well, I want to know how
into
Holmes
this.
is feeling right now after winning 3 out of 4 maps in a show match.
Oh, you know, it's okay.
And what European country do you represent?
So humble.
I represent Denmark.
So you managed to win not only on the European servers but also on one of the US East games. So was that a challenge?
Oh, the chain gun was a bit of a challenge, but there was a fair bit of whining about the ping, I have to be honest, but I think we pulled through alright. We got our thumpers together and our discs and managed to do okay without the chain.
I have not followed European strategy development a lot in the last few weeks, but I did want to know if this technicians with turrets on standoff thing is very common in Europe.
A few teams are doing it actually, but it was a key part of our strategy tonight because we figured if we're on high pings, we have to rely a bit more on turrets.
And I know that Europeans have used a lot more rules, gentlemen's rules, for these scrimmages than the North Americans have. There was even an extra one today. How'd you feel about the new rule that that Boss wanted to try? No impact nitrons.
That was an interesting thing to try out. About the other rules though, I think most of them are something we developed in coordination with Bart to try out, just to see how it might impact the game. Bart, can you comment on this? I don't know.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. So the European kind of teams, specifically IDK and Hindsight, so really, kind of the top end of Europe, and some of the guys from some of the other teams are also, interested in trying out some things to. I think initially the biggest goal was to help defenses keep flags on the stand, try to up the percentage rate of stopping cappers, cowboying and LO, or with 1 disrupt or equal number disrupt. Get it up to, I don't know, closer to a 1 in 3 or 1 in 4 chance of getting it off every time. It was kind of due to the kind of what the issues that the competitive community has with chasing. As well as some concerns around the continued viability of medium cappers, especially scramblers. So that's where it all started, which is where, and of course, the dominance of strikes. So all of the things were kind of targeted to try to make defense a little easier to play versus some of the high utility and mostly just high utility that the offense had. They had a lot of, it was kind of, the perception at that point was that there was a lot of gimmicks that the offense had, and the defense wasn't strong enough to deal with, standard straight-up play, much less very inventive, strategic, emergent play based on these quote-unquote gimmicks. So that's where it all started. And just to summarize, I think it's important that we try as much as we can because it's the day is upon us now where we really need to have the discourse about, okay, well, how should all of these facets that we've been saying, oh, just wait till you have server flags, how are those really going to work? Because it's really starting to come together on my end. So I always appreciate when teams want to try things, but I wouldn't say that anyone should be forcing their opinion on someone. Like, in no way should there be like, oh, this is what we always play. I think anything's open, really, as we saw tonight with Impact Nitrons being vetoed a bit as well. So that's my
I
piece on
know
it.
that you said that you wanted teams trying as many gentleman rule sets as they were willing to do, just to learn about how the game plays. Do you want to see the North American teams trying the European rules?
Sure, if they'd like. Honestly, it comes down to because look, at the end of the day, it's about what is seen as the most equal playing field for competitive. It's not, profoundly different than the original game, but there are certain things that, are from the legacy titles that are interesting and competitive, to say the least, around generator play and that kind of stuff. Device-specific kind of banning, so that would include like the whole no impact nitron. That is not as pressing right now. I'm more interested around things like vehicle limitations and other gameplay rules that to explore. But I think it's always interesting to look at balance, or how the community sees the game's balance by, not allowing things to see if it helps something else. I mean, that's all valuable information. That's great that people are interested in testing out, really. But if you want to play how the game is, I guess, quote unquote, intended to be played, given the the rule set that's in, for pub, what's good for the geese is good for the gander is basically what's going on right now. Everyone plays on one rule set, so if that's what you want to do, great.
So what I'm hearing is you want to see more things that are very obviously could be coded as rules for competition mode, and also you want to see, I guess, people, well, trying things and. I lost my other thought. Oh well, I was gonna ask Holmes.
I just have fun with it, man. Like try a lot of things so that when someone asks a question, you can be like, oh yeah, remember that game that we casted on November 19th where we didn't use that thing? Go take a look at that, guys, in this thread, and let's talk about the merits of whatever. That
was what it was.
kind of stuff.
The other thing was that you were saying it is now time to begin discussing the competition mode so we can actually make it come to life. So Holmes, as the winner, was there anything that Boss did that really frustrated you that they did really well?
Oh well, the team played incredibly well. I was very impressed by the coordination and the passing of flags, especially.
That's always amazed us too about Boss. Do you want to play any other North American teams?
Yeah, we'd like to. I don't know what the future will bring, but yeah, we'd definitely like to play some more of these half and half games where we play half on US East and half on Euro.
I would love to see that. So
personally, though, I felt that a lot of the public US East servers actually play a lot better than these whitelist servers. I don't know if there's any reason for that.
There is. The reason is that as we are able to open up more and more virtualized servers all around the world, I don't know specifically, but my guess would be that like there is servers that are in further west from like Eastern United States that we're moving into more centralized servers all around the world. So it's probably that in the pub, it looks at everyone's ping and it goes, oh look, there's 6 guys because you and some working as intended guys or whatever decided to go pub in US East, and it says, okay, let's match make them in who knows, Boston or something. I don't know where all of our civilization is and where we have expanded to because it's been very, very rapid.
Sure.
But that would be my guess as to why it's happening. I think we'll be exposing more and more to as selectable, but I think always there will be some variability where it takes into account everyone in the game and puts it in an ideal place.
But I imagine it might be the same for Team Boss and I don't know, Dimitsu, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you feel any different playing on these servers than on Euro pubs? I know the Silver Star has been playing some Euro pubs.
Yeah, I can tell a dramatic difference.
Yeah, so for the voice, yeah.
So Dimitsu, what did IDK do that was so good that was the reason that your team lost? Some of the reasons.
They just adapted to their ping. They did a really good job doing it, and they used the turrets and they used their sniper at the very end really effectively to just counteract us. And they did pop out the thumpers and the disc, and they just used it good. I was very impressed. I mean, they've been a team since T2, right?
It's T1, I believe.
Oh,
I did
T1,
not know
huh?
that. That's news to me. Awesome. You had a legacy then. Is there anything that either of you want to ask their team?
No, I just want to say thank you for a great game. I hope we can have another game soon.
Yeah, it was a good game. I actually I had one question. That one cap at the very beginning at Dry Dog, it was super fast. We were like, all our guys were spawning, you snuck that one in. I was like, wow.
I also thought it was pretty fast, before the defense could even get ready.
But whatever.
I've been practicing that a bit. Yeah, but
nice.
it was
That's
a
a
bit
good
of an
opener.
exploit in terms of because we don't have the countdown anymore. And I'm on a solid state disk, so I might load in a bit quicker.
Yeah.
So I exploited that.
Oh, there's no countdown? I thought there was.
Not really.
Yeah, not really. Someone could join in and someone could join in and people could sit there and wait a little bit until they join up on the team and the guy can get a head start on it.
Yeah, but I was lucky to get the right spawn and get on the team quickly and all that.
Yeah, but regardless,
Sneaky.
you were back-to-back capping on us on that Dry Dock. It flustered us, let me tell you.
Very sneaky, not very gentlemanly. I would say we need to have the actual countdown timer, like in old Tribes games.
Definitely. We had it for a while, but I think some server stability changed or something. I don't know. It was recent anyway. The countdown went away.
Any final comments, shout-outs, questions that I should be asking?
Shout out to my team. I think they did a brilliant job.
Oh, did you really merge with Team Finland or just pick up a couple guys?
Oh, we just picked on one guy.
One guy,
That's
right.
top
And
secret.
Finland
There's
has
a
now
secret.
has now renamed themselves.
Oh, I don't follow the drama much.
I think
they have a
they're
little
the
turmoil, I
Rabid
guess.
Reindeers, I believe, is what they've called themselves.
Rabbit, that's a good name for a tennis team. That's good. I like that.
Back in T2, they were called Insona.
In sauna.
In sauna.
If you don't know about Finland and saunas, go look it up. You will not regret it.
Yeah, Rallycars and saunas. So that's pretty much Finland as far as I know.
Any plans for Boss? Any new opponents you're going to be taking on next few weeks?
I think we're gonna try Area 51 Thursday. So
You'll be able to watch them tonight and see how they have been adapting.
I'll be
Let's see.
curious to see how they adapt. I know they're gen heavy and they use tanks and all that, so we'll see how CFC
Bash
adapts
Eric's
to
is
that.
disgusting.
I've been very happy with seeing IDK's performance today. I want to see more of you in the future, so we'll see you very soon.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
Good games. See ya.
Thanks,
Good
all.
games. Bye.
User disconnected.